What's up, guys? Sorry we're late. Welcome back to Wrenching Wednesdays. We are live again. We were setting up I don't know, the screen might look a little different now. Hopefully it's not too bad, but we are on a different computer. We did upgrade computers, so we're not on my old one anymore. So that was what we were trying to figure out. Appreciate all you guys. I see Lee, Rogue One, Dwayne, Rinks, Spike. Appreciate all you guys joining. We're running a little bit behind tonight, but I do appreciate each and every one of you joining. We have a little bit of cooking up to do, just a minute here. Then we'll get to what we are. What up, Spike? Yeah, let me get this set up real fast. Sorry about the delay, but yeah, like I said, we're here. I got a little bit of a mess going on, but hopefully everyone is doing well. Rogue One says, "Sebastian, what's up, bro? What's up, Rogue? Hopefully you're doing well." Dwayne says, "There he is." What's up, Dwayne? Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate you guys joining. Shout out to the 7 in the chat already. I don't know. It's looking like the screen might be a little bit wider or different, unless StreamYard changed. But yeah, we upgraded to a little bit better of a computer, so I can actually flip it around and have it as like an iPad kind of. So pretty neat. But yeah, you guys know what we got. Power guard key. James, what's up, James? Appreciate you joining. Hopefully you're doing well. Shout out to the 8 in the chat. Hopefully everybody is doing well tonight. I'm going to go ahead and plug in the computer real fast. What's everybody up to tonight? Let's see here. Rogue One says, "JustBashinit traveling for work in Texas." Nice, Rogue, or R1. Appreciate you. Hope to stay safe if you are traveling. If anybody else is traveling, definitely stay safe. What's up, Wild Bill RC? I see you in the chat. I got to plug this thing in once. Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate you joining. Sorry, guys. Getting this thing plugged in real fast. There we go. All right. We should be settled in now. Everyone's talking to each other. Wild Bill with the muscle emoji. Rink says, "I was told there was free beer." Not here. LOL. Shout out to everyone. Let's see. Lee says, "About 4 inches of what's on here today. It's still coming down over winter at this point." Yeah, we're supposed to be getting 3 to 6 inches of snow tomorrow, which sucks. But what do you do? What do you do? You gonna stay? Oh yeah, sweet. Let me catch up here. HR, what's up, HR? Says, "Brother, everyone in the chat. Blessings everyone here and your family too. You as well, HR. Appreciate you joining. Hopefully you're doing well. What is everybody up to tonight?" I have yet to release a video, but if anybody of you know what this is, let me know in the comments. I haven't made a post about it. I got the video done. I said to post it yet, but if anybody knows what this is, let me know. Picked one of those up this weekend, last weekend. Not really sure why. We just got one. Wanted to try it, and then you guys know what this is. So you guys saw that one. Yeah. Let's see here. Caught up there. Let's see here. Wild Bill says, "Rogue Doc." HR R1 says, "The unveiling is near." Yes, sir. I'm pretty excited for this one. I'm excited to run this thing. Got a couple things to show. I can show you the slash for us. We got that done. Spike says, "Had the same." Nice, Spike. I didn't know you had mini Z's. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, we picked this guy up. That's awesome, Spike. It's pretty sweet. I like the colors of the R8. That's awesome. Put that over here by Grizzly RC. What's up, Grizzly? Appreciate you joining. Hopefully you're doing well. Shout out to the 10 in the chat. If you haven't hit that like button on your way in, let's see here. Grizzly says, "Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day. Looks like that was a mini Z." Yes, sir. Yeah, no, my local hobby town is getting into the racing these, and I thought about getting a track for down here. If you guys want to see that, I'll definitely make it happen. So let me know if you would want to see a mini Z track or mini Z videos in general, because they're pretty sweet. Don't get me wrong. They're a little spendy. What are they, 190 or something? But they're cool, man. I know you can get different tires. I'm still kind of learning on them, but let me know if you guys, anybody else has mini Zs. I know Spike says he has one. Very cool. We got the same one, Spike. That's pretty awesome. HR says editing Mega Kraton video on the breakdown. Nice, HR, Mega Kraton. Mike Bird, what's up, Mike Bird? Appreciate you joining. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, guys. Boom. There it is. You know, I told myself I wasn't going to get one, but here, let's move this guy closer. Whoop. There we go. Here, I'll just show you, because there it is, guys. Look at that thing. The mini Kraton in green. The green aluminum is a little bit different, as well as the bash bar, as you see there. But this thing it's definitely plush, very, very plush suspension. I can't wait to drive this thing. The Copperhead mini Copperhead 2s, very, very, they're pretty stiff. This thing is crazy how much it replicates the 6S mini Kraton. So very, very cool. Rinks says Audi R8. Yes, sir, Rinks. If I haven't, appreciate you joining. Hopefully you're doing well as well. Pretty sure I got that in there, but yeah, definitely appreciate all you guys. There is the mini Kraton box. Let's see here. Spike says 4 mini Z's, 15 bodies. Nice, Spike. I didn't know you were into mini Z's that much. That's awesome. Very cool. Heck yeah. No, they're pretty sweet. Don't get me wrong, they're pretty sweet. Still trying to get them figured out. So I'll definitely have a video on that. Like I said, that one's done. So maybe I'll try and get that one out tonight when we're done. But yeah, very cool. I don't know if the camera's catching it, but it does have a little bit of matte paint in there as well. The green's more like a neon green. The green under the lights, which is very cool. And of course, we got 2 of the 2000 batteries. As you know, the green one comes with the 2 batteries. So heck yeah. No, I think you get a decent amount of runtime with it. And then the controller with the green on there, with that they've been doing, DSC and everything. So I got some new cars to run again. So, but yeah, anybody else pick up anything new? I know, I'm pretty sure Mike Bird got one. I know HR has one. Anybody else pick up the mini Kraton? I know Hotspot got one. Lyndon RC 215 got one. Anybody else in the chat pick one of these guys up? Dwayne said, I knew it. Yes, sir, Dwayne. Rogue One says green and black. Nice, just bashing it. Yes, sir. I'm pretty sure these have 12 millimeter hexes. Speaking of that, that's crazy. Speaking of Lyndon RC 215, we are just talking about that. He just got his mini Kraton as well. Heck yeah. What's up, Lyndon? Appreciate you joining. Hopefully you're doing well. Rogue One says the colors coded transmitter is a good touch. Yes, sir. I would agree, R1. Very, very true. Yep, there's the green hexes as you see there. I believe they're 12 mil, which is very cool. I can't wait to run this thing. Lyndon RC 215 says got mine today. Yes, sir. Lyndon, what color did you get? Are we gonna have to wait and see? I think I wasn't too sure on the green, but for the price, you get 2 batteries. I think it was kind of a no-brainer in my opinion. But don't get me wrong, I think the red and black one looks pretty sweet as well, with the red aluminum, and then it kind of looks stealth, which this one actually does as well. And then the clipless body, which is pretty sweet as well. You press the button in the back, which you can't see. You lift up on the front, and then you slide forward, and it just pops right off, as you see underneath there. The 2-in-1 system, 3000 kV in there. The battery tray is cool. Here you can just click, you press this, it lifts up, and you just take it, snap it right back down. as you see there, the bash bar, which I think is awesome. Can't wait to test it out. But yeah, guys, I can't wait to run it. Mike Bird says I paid but not got it yet. March in GB. Nice, Mike. Did you get the green one as well? Everyone's talking to Lyndon. James says I got the black and green one as well. James got one. That's right, James. I forgot about that. My bad. Heck yeah, James. Oh, Mike went for the red. Okay. I thought you said gotcha. Heck yeah. If you have the batteries, I think the no battery and charger. Mike says red, JustBashinit. Appreciate that, Mike. But yeah, no, if you have the batteries and the charger, I think it's a good idea. But I actually sold the Mojave, the Typhon Groms. I sold all my other Groms, and then I didn't have any batteries, so I ended up picking up these. And the tray is a little bit bigger in here, so I got these. But I'm pretty sure you can run the smaller 1,300 milliamp ones. So yeah. Ooh, that's not good. We're gone already. But yeah, shout out to the 14 in the chat. Appreciate each and every one of you joining. Hope everybody's doing well. It's been we had 45-mile-an-hour wind today. It was absolutely crazy. It was hard to run some. I wanted to try and run this at dinner today, but it was you couldn't hardly open the door and go flying. You know how it is. But excuse me. And then tomorrow we're supposed to be getting 3 to 6 inches of snow. So it's crazy how in February we're having 60-degree weather, which is awesome, but we're gonna have to pay for it sometime. R1 says JustBashinit teal and pink plus extra battery. My shop gave me the deal, 2 batteries. Nice, R1, you got one. Heck yeah. Pink and teal, I do like that one. Don't get me wrong. I might shout out to Jenny's. I've been looking on there and seeing when they're gonna get parts in, but Lyndon says blue and red one. I wanted the green one, but everyone took them all. Oh, no kidding. Were they out of stock? The blue and red one's pretty sweet. My brother got one of those, so I think they all look good. But I got the green just because it came with the 2 batteries. You get an extra battery for free for the same price as the other ones. But no, that's awesome, Lyndon. Heck yeah. So Lyndon got one. Mike Bird, James. R1 got one. Yeah, I think they're gonna be a hot topic. So the center diff, which is very cool. I think that's a great touch. The bash bar. I really hope, if ARRMA's listening, but I doubt it, the green aluminum stuff. I hope they start matching green aluminum in the bigger cars. Like if they do different colors, I really hope they do that. I think matching aluminum definitely change. Obviously, it changes the look of a car, but we'll see. We'll see what they do. I think this is besides the red and the black aluminum anodizing. I think this is the first car that they've done different aluminum on. I'm pretty sure. Let me know if I'm wrong in the chat, but I am pretty sure that is what it is. But yeah, shout out to Hobby King. There's their banner here. I'm getting a battery to test, so stay tuned for the Shiroi. We're going to be putting that battery in the Shiroi. I need to get that thing out and run it as well, so definitely stay tuned for that. Like I said, we picked up the Mini Z. I might get one of those foam tracks for the kind of don't mind you can see my dog went crazy over there. But anyways, get a foam track. It'd kind of be perfect. Could be pretty sweet. And then we picked up a Mini Z with Audi R8. So we got some new stuff. I'm very tempted, as much as I hate to say it, to pick up the Mini XRT just to do a comparison of the two. I don't know. If that's something you guys want to see, let me know. But I know they're on sale. I think they're $40 off or so. So, but yeah, I need to get these charged up and definitely run this thing. Lyndon says, Wild Bill, Rogue One, Mike Bird, and James. Appreciate all you guys joining. Shout out to the 14 in the chat. Mike Bird says, JustBashinit, what will your first improvement upgrade be on the little Kraton? Honestly, I'm thinking I'm going to get different tires. Shout out to HRRC more. If you guys have seen the J Concept Magmas, like on the X-Max, they make smaller ones. And I'm going to put them on here. So I think that's the first thing I'm going to do. Hopefully they're not too heavy. I know HRRC more look good on his Kraton. So I I might try those. That might be the first thing I do, Mike Bird. Spike says I have 2 tracks. Nice, Spike. Like all connected or just 2 separate tracks? That's awesome. But yeah, anybody else doing any wrenching tonight? HR says you will need the hex extender. Okay, I get it now, HR. I appreciate that. So yeah, I'll have to get those then. But other than that, I'm gonna run it stock and keep it the way it is. So Spike says they're combined. Nice. So it's probably a pretty big one then, yeah, Spike? Which one did you get? If you don't mind me asking, I'd love to know which one you have because I know there's different brands or whatever. Yeah, the dad. What's up, the dad? Appreciate you joining. Hopefully you're doing well. Let me go grab the other thing we ended up finishing, which you have to do a video on. Give me a minute. Boom. We finished up the Jado to the slash build as well. Everyone's talking to the dad. What's up, the dad? Appreciate you joining. But yeah, we finished up the slash 4S build. We had to get some different. I'll make sure to. This video is 3 years old, splurged. Let's see here. What is my thing? There we go. Perfect. Splurge is that the? Oh, I got you. Okay, but yeah, no. But as to the Jado, we did have to change the upper links because they were rubbing. These fixed links, if you guys know, those were rubbing on the axles, so we ended up having to switch those. Now it spins freely, so we might have to do a little bit of camber adjustment in there. But when the suspension goes up, it fixes the camber. So I'm excited to run this as well. So I definitely have that. I have the mini Z video, and then we have the mini Kraton as well. But yeah, we got stuff, man. I can't wait to run all this stuff. Same as 3 years old, splurged. Same as MSM's track. Okay, I got you, Spike. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, those tracks look very cool. Anybody do any RCing today or this week? Hopefully, actually, it's gonna be pretty cold this weekend, so I don't know if we'll be able to run any RCs. But you guys got any plans to run some RCs? Let me know in the chat. Anybody got any builds they're working on or any current builds they're wanting to finish? Rinks says going racing Saturday. Nice, Rinks. Heck yeah. How's that been going, Rinks? Appreciate that, HR. Going race. Lyndon says, nope, just wrenching on my RCs. Nice, Lyndon. What are you wrenching on? Shout out to the 18 in the chat. If you're just joining, welcome in. I appreciate you joining. Hope everybody is doing well tonight. Make sure if you haven't, hit that like button on your way in. Yeah, but other than that, I don't think we fire team video. Excuse me. I'm planning on running the fire teams. My brother has a fire team, and then I'm gonna run my fire team and make a kind of a double fire team, which would be pretty sweet. So I'm excited to do that one. Rink says they were closed last week. Longest weekend ever, I suppose. When you can't race, Rinks, I got you. Mike Bird says I go flying most weekends. Well, depending on the weather. Nice, Mike. I thought about. I have a blue. I don't know. It's a blue. It's a Horizon plane. I got a long time ago. I flew it for 5 minutes and I ended up crashing it. But I don't know if you can still get parts for it. I think it's a club sport covers. I don't know exactly, but John Miller. What's up, John Miller? Appreciate you joining. John says, yo, from Arizona. Hopefully you're doing well. Flyboys 305, good evening, fellas. What's up, Flyboys? Appreciate you joining as well. And hopefully you're doing well as well. Lyndon says Typhon 3S and Losi NASCAR. Nice, Lyndon. I've seen people saying that the NASCARs are getting discontinued, but I don't know. We'll see. With NASCAR season starting up again, we'll see what they're gonna do. Everyone's talking to each other. Mike Bird says, "Yes, you still can. JustBashinit, still sell it. Great little trainer plane. Oh, appreciate that, Mike Bird. I appreciate that. That's good to know because I might try and get that fixed. I can't remember what's all wrong with it, but I think it's hanging somewhere that I gotta find it again. But anyway, Spike says I run my MJX H8P daily. Nice, Spike. MJX. Heck yeah. Man, I didn't know you had mini Z's. That's awesome. Flyboy says Rogue, Bird, and Linden. Mike Bird says little blue white cub. Yep, that's the one. That's the one. It's not too big. Now, one thing I did when I got this mini Z, I got it out of training mode. I didn't know that they made longer wheelbase chassis. These things are crazy that they only run on triple A's, but they're still pretty darn cool, man. I love the bodies. They're officially licensed bodies. I've always been looking at them, but like I said, local hobby town. Hopefully I can go there and race a couple times because they do have a track. And, yeah, they're pretty neat. But like I said, finished up the Jado Mini Kraton. I can't wait to run this thing. This thing should take a beating. I love that it has the mud guards. I don't know if I can show it. Mud guards on the back there. So they definitely do a good job on this. I'm hoping they do the Outcast, the Mini Outcast, or Notorious would be cool. We'll see. But, yeah, I don't know. It seems pretty good. I know. Can't really tell unless you run it, but seems from the videos, it does have a little bit of a cog right away, right when you're kind of taking off. I have noticed. So, but other than that, it seems to be pretty good. But we will find out. That is for sure. Lennon says Flyboys 305. HR says that's big now on our hobby shop. Mini Z Racing HR. I think it's picked up. I think it's definitely picked up. Mike Bird says, I'm hoping for Mini Outcast. Me too. That'd be pretty sweet. That would be pretty cool. I don't know. I wonder. Hold on a minute. I just thought about that. Oh, wow. Those are way smaller. They make these ones for the Granite, the Pro Line, Mini MXs. I didn't realize. I thought about trying those on here, but they're quite a bit smaller. We'll go ahead and throw one on just to see what it looks like. But Spike says my cool car was a Tamiya 88. Add Vanti. My cool car. Nice. Tamiya. That's one brand I haven't ever had is a Tamiya. All right, let's see what this looks like. Or if it even works. Yeah, that's way small. Oof. I just thought about trying these because I didn't know. Yeah, look at how much smaller that is. I wish they were a little bit bigger, but yeah, they made these for like the Granite. And it does rub the hub, so that is not going to work. Yeah, shout out to the 13 in the chat. I thought about getting the matching green color. I know RC Hotspot has the green Kraton now, which is cool. That Horizon replaced that for him when his caught fire. Hopefully mine doesn't catch fire, but you never know. We had an X-Max catch fire. I got the UDR ESC fixed as well. Mike Bird says iconic car, Spike. Tamiya 88 Advanti. Hopefully I'm probably butchering the name, but yeah, we got the UDR. That has a new ESC in it, all program. Yeah, other than that, we pretty much got all of the, well, I guess we have a slash build yet. And couple other things, but other than that, I'll probably be live for a little bit longer tonight. The last couple lives have been a little bit shorter, but Spike says still have it. Rebuilt Shelf Queen. Nice, Spike. Very nice. So what does everyone think is going to be next for a new release? I'm wondering if Trixis will. I guess they kind of fixed the mini XRT the way it should have been to kind of go against this thing. So I don't know. I think ARRMA maybe they'll do something like the Outcast or the Notorious to kind of compete against the like the Mini Max. So I don't know. We'll see. I hope ARRMA starts to release their bigger cars now. I hope this is the last mini. Well, mini for a little bit, not the last mini, but you know what I mean. Spike says 43, 38 years old now. Nice, Spike. 38. Oh yeah. So, trying to think if we have anything to kind of wrench on. Throw the Mini Z down here a minute. We'll leave this up by the camera because that thing is pretty sweet looking. I'm not a green guy, but it looks pretty darn good. I think we can go ahead and put the power guard in. I'm pretty sure that if you want full speed, you're going to want the power guard. And I think I'm just going to throw that thing in right away just because I got to have full speed. Ooh, what did they stick that to? Mike Bird says, I'm 53, Spike, and can remember seeing them in the local hobby shop. Always wanted one. Nice, Mike. Kind of an interesting little dealio. Looks like it kind of just slides in there. Like that. Huh, interesting. And then they give you a little tether to pull it out if you want it out, but yeah, that's weird. That's all new to me, so Spike says ish. Looks like new again. Nice, Spike. Yeah, it's awesome doing rebuilds, making them look new again, that's for sure. Put that back in the box. It's kind of neat to do their little card things. Is it necessary? No, but it's kind of neat. Richard B. What's up, Richard B? Appreciate you joining. Hopefully you're doing well. Richard B says hi. Just bashing it. What's up, Richard? We'll switch it up back to the oval car as we're talking about racing with rinks. Take the old mod body off of here if I can get it off. Excited to run this more this summer, that's for sure. This RC in particular is probably my most used RC car. This thing has so many laps and so many miles on it. If you guys have that one RC car in your fleet, I'm pretty sure probably a lot of us do that you run constantly. Let me know in the chat. But this is probably mine because, like I said, it has so many laps on it. It's unreal. I'm gonna put the better body on it because this one is. If you know, I did all the. I do need to get a new wrap. This one is kind of. It's not seen its better days, but I kind of want to do it. I enjoy doing these bodies. They're fun. Don't get me wrong. They take a while to do, but when you're done with it, it's all worth it, man. It's so cool seeing them done like that. When you see your final product getting together, is no matter what you're doing with anything, it's cool. So. Rogue One says, Richard, everyone's talking to Richard B. Shout out to all you guys in the chat. I truly hope you guys are all doing well. Where did give me 1 second. I have to go grab. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see here. Rogue One says, just Bashinit Rustler Ultimate. I keep going back to it. Heck yeah. See, I knew we all have that one RC that we just constantly keep driving. Shine this up a little bit. I haven't shown this one recently, so but yeah, these are a blast. Definitely stay tuned for that. We'll probably do a little bit more of racing videos this summer. Truly enjoy doing that. It's a blast doing it as well, or racing them as well. So but yeah, shout out to the 16 in the chat. There we go. That's better. Yeah, the Rustler Ultimate's pretty cool. I'll give you that. I used to have a Rustler, but I ended up selling it. But I don't know why I sold it, because it was fun. But other than that, I think the reason I sold it is because I had the mini, or the regular Slash, and I kind of enjoyed driving that more. But don't get me wrong, Rustler is awesome. Anybody else? Anybody up to any wrenching, looking at new RCs tonight? I see Horizon's doing a little bit of everyday low prices, so I wonder if they're gonna start lowering their prices on things. I know there's a remote. That'd be cool. That'd definitely help the hobby. Definitely help the RC hobby if prices would go down a little bit. I think speaking for all of us, we could appreciate some lower prices on a couple things. So. We will see. I know, like the newer Spectrum remote, I thought about maybe picking that up because mine is I have the DX5C, don't get me wrong, still works, but getting the DX Plus or DX whatever Plus they're calling it now would be kind of cool because you can bind it to everything. I could bind it to the mini Kraton and everything like that. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. We've been live for 32 minutes already. That's crazy. Time flies, man. Richard B says, my son bought a ARRMA Kraton V6 blue pink last week. Nice, Richard B. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, the big Kraton's fun as well. I think it's one of my favorites. I need to drive it more, but I definitely want to get the fire team out more because I haven't driven that for a while, as well as the X Maxes. Rogue One says the R Ultimate body is torn up pretty. Rustler Ultimate body is torn up pretty good. Needs a new one. Tires are also worn down. Needs refreshed. Nice R1. Yeah, definitely sounds like you're putting that thing through its paces. That's for sure. That's what they're for, though, right? They're meant to be driven, so. They are meant to be driven. That is for sure. Richard B says, posted a short of it. Sounds good, Richard B. I'll have to check that out. Mike Bird says the GPS speed meter that Ty posted on sale was great value. How much was that thing again? I don't even remember. I saw his post, but I didn't remember what the price of it was. Richard B says, I was testing it in the snow and cold. Nice. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Let me go. Speaking of that. There's the big guy right there. I wish they would have done this body or an orange body to go with the mini, but I guess that means we'll have to get the green body. So let's see here. Oh boy, Grizzly says just purchased my first large scale RC. Made a couple videos out. Nice, Grizzly. Congrats on the purchase. I'll definitely make sure to check that out. Congrats on that. Abe, what's up, Abe? Appreciate you joining. Abe says, made it with a thumbs up. Hopefully you're doing well, Abe. Definitely appreciate you joining. as well as Nick T. Hey, everyone. What's up, Nick? Appreciate you joining. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Everyone's talking to each other. Spike says green color is 10 times. Yeah, the green sharp. I'm usually not a green guy, but it does look good. And when you put the mini on top of the big Kraton, that's crazy. Now these aren't the stock tires, obviously, but I put the back lifts on the V6 or on the 6S. Everyone's talking to each other. Richard B says, "Just batch it." Yes, one like that. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, Richard B. Congrats on the purchase of the big Kraton. Everyone's talking to each other. R1 says, "Sebastian, perfect pair there, buddy." Yes, sir. R1, appreciate that. Yeah, no, I guess I had to get it, so I didn't have to, but we went for it. So Nick T says, I thought they did do an orange body for the mini. I don't think so, Nick. I wish they would have, but I don't know. I'm gonna check Jenny's and see if Jenny's has the green Kraton body, the Kraton 6S that is. Because now that I have, speaking of Jenny's having mini Kraton parts, they are in stock. And it looks like nothing's sold out yet. So if you guys want to pick up some mini Kraton parts, they're in stock. The shocks are $39. The bash bar is $9, and then the bodies are $30. Let's see here. Richard B says, I'm thinking about buying a V6 in green for myself. Heck yeah, Richard B. Yeah, the V6 6S Kraton is a beast. I'm definitely gonna be running this more this summer. Abe says, last Saturday I got second place in my first Micro T novice main. Congrats, Abe. That's awesome. Way to go. Heck yeah. Very cool, Abe. Mike Bird says, congrats. Yeah, definitely congrats, Abe. HR says, something new coming to the channel on Saturday. Old but new. Nice, HR. Excited to see that. Richard B says, but have so many RC cars before, but it was fast. Have so many RC cars before, but it was fast on 6S LiPo. For sure. It's crazy fast. It's definitely crazy fast. Nick T says, I've been rebuilding my V4 Talion. Nice, Nick. Yeah, I really hope they do re-release the Talion, because that thing is sweet, man. I really hope they do. Let's see here. So if we were to get, I don't really need the shocks, but I might pick up a teal body. $30 the body, $9 for the bash bar, which isn't bad. On Jenny's, if I had to pick a different color, I don't know. I think this one's pretty sweet. The teal, like R1 picked up, probably one of my favorites. Don't get me wrong. I think the green looks more stealthy. Looks pretty sweet as well, but I do like the teal one. Surprised they must have just updated the parts for the mini Kraton. So if you guys are checking, they have them in stock. Let's check if they have 6S Kraton V6. Let's see if they have the green body in stock. Oh, they're sold out, man. Dang it. So the green is more green on the V6 body. Looks pretty sweet though. I don't really need a new body for this one, so this one's pretty much brand new yet. Pretty much, as I say. But they do have the blue and red, white, and blue one does look pretty sweet too, though. And that one is $73. So yeah. Let's see here. R1 says, Richard B, the Kraton V6 is a missile for sure. Nick T says, I'm updating some stuff like arms. I want to find some Tatar tires for cheap if I can. R1 says, JustBashinit. Yes, sir. Mike Bird says, you usually always get a spare body. Use one for bashing and the one for other one while on the shelf. LOL. I hear you. It's definitely nice having them on the shelf with a clean body. For sure. Richard B says we bought the car new with a dual 200-watt charger and 4 3S batteries too, so it was quite expensive. Dang, Richard B, you got the whole package. Heck yeah, you definitely better run that one for a while. Spectrum batteries, the Spectrum chargers are pretty darn good. I will say that. Let's see here. 1 minute, guys. I will be right back. Give me 1 second. All right, guys. Sorry about that. We are back. Sorry about that. Mike Bird says, so easy to use, essential with the smart batteries. 100%. That's one thing I like about them is you literally just plug them in and you're done. Or you're not done, but they just start charging, which I think is very cool. I'm pretty sure Gen's Ace is starting to do that as well. But Gen's Ace stuff is pretty spendy. I love my rapid batteries. I can charge those on that on the Spectrum charger, which is very cool as well. So, yeah, the mini Kraton sweet. I will say that. Will I say it's a little bit spendy? Yeah, I'd say it's a little spendy, but I don't know. It seems like a pretty well built RC for sure. One thing I wish that the big Kraton had was the more support in the body, like the mini one has that cage in the inside. I do wish that the big one had that, which is kind of disappointing. But I don't know if it'd be much to reinforce that, but definitely wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's see here. Richard B said, Mike Bird says, I'm using a lot of more CNHL. Nice. Yeah, I have 4 CNHL batteries, and they've been pretty good. They haven't been bad. Richard B says 1,200 Norwegian krone is equal to follow 1,200. Okay, I got you, Richard B. Norwegian krone. Huh, interesting. I did not know that. R1 says, Sebastian, I agree on that comment. Yep. Yeah, I would say it's a little spendy, but unless we're talking about the support on the big guy. But this one has the M2C. If you guys remember, I did break this not chassis, center mount, I guess we'll call it, and then I broke the back brace, and then what else did I break? I bent the chassis, so we put that on. The braces, I do have a Protec fan on this, and then I did change out forgot about that. Put the bash bar on it. So I didn't end up putting a new chassis on it, and then I put the backflips on there. So this thing is, I would recommend if you were to get the big 6S, car, I would definitely recommend getting the bash bar right away. In my opinion, M2C is the way to go on that. And then I do need to, forgot about my center diff on this thing. It was leaking right when I got it. But Rogue One says support. Yeah, I wish they would do that. I don't think it'd be too much to do, but yeah. Look at that. The body's bigger than the car. Whoop, what do I got going on here? Hopefully I didn't just mess something up there. We're good. Yikes. That's how long it's been. I don't even remember putting hot body on this thing. Also, I have the Vortex video I have to make. I forgot about that. Man, I am struggling. Why am I struggling so hard here? Usually not used to putting it on this angle, apparently. There we go. That sucked. Let's see here. Spike says, Gen's Ace D300 charger is a good charger even with your normal batteries. I think I've heard of that one. Is that the green one, Spike? Nick T says, I put M2C upper hinge pin retainers on my Kraton V6, and they do amazing. Nice, Nick. But M2C hinge, nice. Very nice. Yeah, that seems like another solid upgrade. Look at that. We got the RC stack. Big, medium to small, or big, small to mini. But yeah, we need to, like I said, we need to run the Vortex, or to get the video out on the Vortex. So maybe I have videos to do. My GoPro is currently charging, so definitely stay tuned for those. I will. I think the next one I'll do is a Mini Z, and then we'll do the Vortex, and then, well, I guess if I can get the video out on the Mini Kraton, I'll do that one first. But we will see. It just depends. All depends on the weather. So shout out to the 15 in chat. I appreciate all you guys joining. Mike Burt said, I think that ID make the smart charger for Spectrum. iMars D300. Nice, Spike. Heck yeah. Nick T says, did you finish the Slash? I sure did. I just put that back. Oh, that's another video I have to make, man. I got so many videos to make. I totally forgot about that. But yeah, no, we did finish that one up, Nick. We ran into a couple issues. The upper camber links were rubbing on the drive shafts at full when the suspension was fully unloaded. They were rubbing on the drive shafts. So Spike says iMars D300. Abe says, what's the one on the top? Is that a Mini Z? It sure is, Abe. Fun fact is me and Spike have the same Mini Z, the Audi R8. Pretty sweet, man. I think you can get lights and stuff for these. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. I need to get off of these slick tires. They're not very good. But no, yeah, this is the Audi R8 Mini Z. It's pretty dirty right now. We're driving it in the basement. It's pretty fun. For what it is, it's pretty fun. But yeah, Mini Z R8. So stay tuned for that video as well. I got the RC stack going. If anybody else, besides everyone, or they already said they had Mini Zs, but if anybody else has Mini Zs, let me know in the chat. Like I said, we got a new computer, so I don't know if the whole thing looks any different than the old computer, but the other one was just getting old and slow, and editing videos was so slow. And now this new one I got, I can actually flip the whole screen totally around. So it's pretty sweet. Actually, let me try that. Let me on this one. So I can actually take this thing. Give me a minute. Don't know what happened. No. What's going on here? Cancel. So now it's like an iPad. Look at that. Now I can take you guys along. show you the old RC. We got the Mojave that you just saw. The Vortex is dirty down there. Shiroi is waiting to be driven. We need to do a video of the Baja Ray. Shout out to Nick T. He wants to see that one. The big Baja Ray there. Hopefully this is working. And then UDR. The UDR did get a new ESC. Don't mind the mess we got going on there. We're going to get the fire teams out. The mini rack, there is the Slash fully done there. And then the Jado, or sorry, not the Jado anymore, but yeah, the mini Z's. There's a DRC, XRT, big cars. This is kind of the big rack. But other than that, yeah, pretty sweet. So pretty sweet. Let me flip this back around. Give me 1 second. And voila, sorry about that. Spike says, Axle hair collector, Z's. You ain't lying. Speaking of that, the dog hair is built up on this thing pretty good. I think for what this is, though, the oh no, oh there we go. For the controller, I think it's really cool. You just run down the bench. Yeah, they're cool, man. They're pretty sweet. There we go. Shout out to the 16-in chat. We've been live for 51 minutes. I appreciate you guys all hanging out. Richard B says, Sebastian, I think it was one such Sky RC D200 Nero Plus Duo 200 watt. Where to go? 200 watt NFC charge, but everything takes care of itself with charging. Nice, Richard B. Heck yeah, the Sky RC. I've heard of that one as well, Richard B. That's awesome though. You got a good package there. Very cool. Nick T says on the Slash, are the hubs not meant for the newer drive shafts? Didn't they update them? The beefier drive shafts. No, they are meant. On the Jado, that's a good question. Let me go grab it just so I can show you. So on the Jado, they actually did update it. Let me grab a thingamajig here. Wherever it's at. Just pop this wheel off real fast. Turismo, what's up, Turismo? Appreciate you joining. Hopefully you're doing well. And look who's got the mini infraction now. The mini Kraton. Yes, sir. I know what you meant, Turismo. I did pick it up. King D, well, what's up, King D, as well as the Fred. What's up, the Fred? Appreciate all you guys joining. I hope you guys are all doing well. Shout out to each and every one of you. But yeah, no, as for the hubs, as you can see there, Nick P, hopefully you can see them. They are updated, so it fits the beefier axles in there. So yeah, very cool. I'm excited to run this as well. Yeah, shout out to the 17 in the chat. Appreciate all you guys joining. If you're just joining, appreciate you checking us out, and make sure if you haven't, hit that like button. Everyone's talking to each other. King D says, hey, JustBashinit. Or sorry, the Fred says, hey, JustBashinit. What's up, the Fred? What's up, King D? What's up, Turismo? Let's see here. Drizzle says, where are my manners? Good evening to everyone in the chat. Good evening, Turismo. But yeah, there she is, the mini Kraton. There it is in the green. Probably didn't expect the green color, so we had to get the big Kraton out. There we go. Everyone's talking to each other. Turismo says, Rogue One, doing good. How's it going? Drop my brightness. There is it all the way up. Whoop, what did I do? My bad. Gooniac, what's up, Gooniac? Appreciate you joining as well. Hopefully you're doing well. Shout out to Gooniac as he goes live on Wednesdays as well. If you guys haven't, make sure you check him out. Gooniac says, finally made it back. What's up, JustBashinit? Everyone in the chat. What's up, Gooniac? Appreciate you joining. R1 says T4 GT. Good. Working in Texas this week. Everyone's talking to Gooniac. Truzel says, whoops, sorry. I've got fraction on the brain. Looking forward to getting my 3S out for a hoon this weekend. Heck yeah, Turismo. Excited to see that as well. Anybody else? Turismo says he got a video or wanting to hoon around with the Infraction 3S. Anybody else have any videos planned that they plan on getting done this weekend maybe? I'd love to hear what you guys are up to. The Fred says, Mike B, Nick, King D, Richard B, Spike, Abe, R1, HR, Grizzly RC, Lyndon, John, Turismo, and Ray. Appreciate all you guys. Shout out to the 15 in the chat. Yeah, if you missed it, we picked up the old mini Kraton in the green. There's the green bash bar, matching green aluminums, the mini copperhead tires. This thing should be a blast. Then we also, video coming soon, we picked up the Mini Z as well. So the R8, that's what I went with. He had a shout out to my local hobby town. They had quite a few of them. So I went with the R8. So Guniac says, howdy, R1, Mike Bird, and Turismo. Fred says, sweet. Yes, sir. Turismo says, what's up, Fred? Howdy to you, sir. Everyone's talking to each other. Truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. As always, we were a little bit late tonight, but we made her. So, yeah, we've been on a pretty good streak. When I started doing the lives, I never thought I would do them all the time, but I truly enjoy it. And shout out to all you guys that support. Gooniac says, is that a Mini Z JustBashinit RC? Sure is, Gooniac. The old Audi R8. I've been looking at one of these for a while. And like I said, local hobby town's going to be running they bought a track there. So we'll try and run it there. If not, I'm going to try and buy a track and run it in my basement. So stay tuned for that. I think it's very cool what they do with these. The bodies are $50 or so, I think. I know Spike has quite a few of them. But yeah, they're cool, man. Just gonna stay. Let's see here. The Fred says, hanging in, Ray. Hope you're doing well. Also, yes, sir. Was anybody else's YouTube acting up yesterday, or was it just me? Because mine was not cooperating very nicely. Nick T says, I want the Mini Z buggy. Yes, that thing. I think it's the Kyosho buggy, right? That thing looks pretty sweet. I like that a lot. Gooniac says, Mini Z will drain your pockets, but man, are they fun. I got sucked in one for about 1 year. Nice, Gooniac. Man, there's more people that had Mini Zs than what I thought. That's awesome. Nick T says, mine was major acting up. Turzo says, no, YouTube was cooked yesterday. The dad says, nah, YouTube was down for a while yesterday for a lot of people. And the King D says, yes, mine was messing up too. That's good to hear. I didn't think it was just me, but you couldn't even hardly go on the app without you couldn't operate it. So it was weird, but it's finally started working, which is good. So Richard B says, all my Kyosho Inferno RC cars wondered what the ARRMA 6 was doing inside the hobby room. LOL. I suppose Richard B. Man, Richard B is the Kyosho king. That is for sure. How many did you have again, Richard B? You have a lot of them, don't you? The Fred says, sup the dad. Muniac says, it was really windy years, so not much flying. Got the Mini Z in well. Went all in. Never won any races, but did a lot of the second and thirds in my class. Nice, Uniac. That's still pretty good. Heck yeah. So you probably know about all the tires, and can you get brushless for these things? I honestly don't even know. It's all new to me. I don't know. Can you get upgrades and stuff? Richard B says, 26. Yeah, you are the Kyosho king, or the Kyosho king. That's for sure, Richard B. But yeah, I think you can get. I know you can get different tires. I know. I think they come with a different gear in the bag. I think that's what I saw. I don't know if how those come off, but I kind of want to make it. You can probably make them a little bit faster. I'm assuming. You're going to want to gear differently for different tracks. No, that's awesome to know that a lot of you guys. I didn't realize that a lot of you guys are into the Mini Z stuff. So, let's see here. Fred says, "Hey, Fly Boys." Nick T says, "You can click on any Mark Santa Maria video and learn something about Mini Z's lightly." Definitely, he's been doing a lot of Mini Z stuff, which is really cool. His track is really sweet. And sorry about that light. I should really change those bulbs. But no, his videos have been very informative about Mini Z's. That's for sure. That's kind of where I've been learning a lot of stuff. So shout out to him. Mark's a pretty cool guy. Turismo says, "Is it worth it to get a splitter for my Infraction 3S? Would it make a major difference in keeping the front end down during speed runs?" Turismo, I am not sure on that. I am not a speed run guy, so I can't really give any advice. But if anybody else in the chat knows speed runs, Daniel, he does a lot of speed runs. I know the dad does a lot of speed runs. I know, but maybe they can help you. I can't really give you any good advice on that one, Turismo. So that is my bad. Guniak says, "I haven't gone brushless, but did mod a bunch of stuff. True tires and metal parts. I swapped out the motor too. Had a ball diff as well. It was fast, but never switched from the stock radio." Oh, that's awesome, Guniak. Says people were amazed I could handle with the stock radio. Is it not very good or something? It doesn't seem bad. It doesn't seem bad at all. So I definitely need to get some different tires. Do the grip tires or the treaded tires? I think that's what you meant, Guniak, is the treaded tires. Are the treaded ones way better than the slick ones? I know these ones on like the slick cement, they don't do heck. They don't do crap. Nick T says, "Turismo 3D printed one for mine, but it's so light that any front downforce helps." Appreciate that. Spike says, "Cadillac." Turismo says, "No worries, sir. Appreciate you. No worries. I try to help as much as I can, but speed runs, I'm not very good with. So I appreciate it, Turismo." Richard B says, "I also have some lying around in boxes that could become more cars." Nice. Very nice. Turismo says, "Nick T, nice to know." Guniak says, "There are compounds to match conditions." Okay. I'll have to do a little more digging on there. So, but I appreciate that, Guniak. That's cool to know that you did that. I had no idea. So, as well as Spike, I know me and Spike have the same Audi R8, so that's pretty cool. Guniak says ball bearings help a lot too. Ball bearings. I did see, I think I saw that one. I was looking up the other night. I typed in Mini Z upgrades, and I did see the ball bearings, so it's pretty cool. R1 says, "Cadillac, what's good?" Excuse me, guys. Woo. Make sure if you haven't hit that like button, I'm going to check what we are at. Make sure my volume isn't blazing like it always is. But yeah, make sure you guys go out and check each other out. As always, you guys know the drill. I know that when I start up StreamYard now, it's asking if I want to add ads or not. So hopefully the ads aren't popping up all the time. I just noticed they did that. I think I did it to the least amount or whatever. So shout out to, let's see, what do we get? We are at 25 likes. Appreciate all you guys, man. Shout out to each and every one of you. I truly can't thank you guys enough. You guys rock. Richard B says, "Maybe sell some off. There are too many here in the hobby room, actually." Well, hey, Richard B, if you sold some, you could get yourself the green Kraton. Spike says, "A lot of Z upgrades." I appreciate that. It sure looks like it. Terzal says, I don't have access to a 3D printer, so I'll likely get a splitter and side kit from Amazon if the price isn't too high. Yeah, they probably got a good one. They probably got a good one on there. R1 says, Sebastian, I think MSM is doing live mini Z track practice and racing. Huh. Cool. That'd be pretty sweet to watch. Nick T says, Sebastian, is your brother in love with the Mojave now that after driving yours? He did like it. He did like it a lot. I asked him, so you want to buy this thing? He's like, oh, I don't know. I'll just keep driving it. I'm like, whatever. That's what it's all about, though, right? It's fun. I enjoy driving RC cars with friends and family and my brothers, and it's fun, man. It makes it more fun. It'd be so cool if we could have one big bash day with all you guys. It'd be cool. Maybe in the future we can plan something, but we'll see what the year brings. You just never know. The Fred says it's all good, Rogue. Weather has been really nice for us lately. Come on, spring. Oh man, can't say that enough. Like I said, we're getting like 3 to 6 inches of snow between Thursday and Friday, which I'm not looking forward to, but it is what it is. Richard B. Why aren't you a moderator? There we go. There we go. I give wrenches to all you guys. Turismo, why aren't you there we go. I forgot about those. There we go. Shout out to all you guys, man. Truly appreciate each and every one of you. Richard B says yes. Shout out to the 19 in chat if you're just joining. Make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate you checking us out. If you are new, don't be afraid to comment. No question is a stupid question. So I always say that, but always here to help the best I can. And if I can't help, I know everyone in the chat is there to help. So I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. Flyboys 305 says, Turismo, if you were I can get the file, I'll print it for you. Oh heck yeah, that's what's up. Heck yeah. R1 says Cadillac, not in Pennsylvania. Still a bunch of snow on the ground here. Can't wait for spring. Definitely. HR says today, Friday, and Saturday. That white pane, white ice. Oh no, HR. Sounds like you're getting some snow. G Carter, what's up, G Carter? Appreciate you joining. Hopefully you're doing well. Definitely appreciate you joining. Richard B says, just Bassett, thank you. We have been friends for many years now. Yes, sir, Richard B. I appreciate you joining, man. I remember when I first started going live, Richard B. You were there, and I truly appreciate it. I remember that plain as day. Like when I first started going live, a couple of you guys are there, and I can't thank you guys enough because it's gone from when I first started. I think when I first started, I had maybe 3 people join or so, and now we're at 18 to 20 plus some nights. So you guys rock. I truly enjoy doing this. Like I truly look forward to it during Wednesdays. Hanging out and chat with you guys. So I can't thank you guys enough. G Carter, what emoji is that? I can't tell. Appreciate you joining though. Shout out to all you guys. Anybody else got any RC cars planned in the plan to get this year, or check out, or just wait and kind of check out and see what they come out with? What's up, G Carter? Shout out to all you guys. But yeah, I think Turismo says, 5 boys, I'd appreciate that, sir. However, I live in Barbados, so shipping would likely be an issue. That might be a little bit to ship, but maybe it wouldn't be much. You could probably figure it out. But Richard B says, I remember Ty talk. I remember telling Ty about you. I appreciate that, Richard B. Yeah, shout out to Urban Legend as well. Truly thankful for him. When I first joined his he did interviews. It was I can't thank him enough, and every one of you guys in the fun zone. And you guys rock. I appreciate it, Richard B. Appreciate everyone. R1 says, Bassett, the Mini XRT is very appealing now with the body fix. Now that I got this guy, I'm kind of especially since it's on sale right now. How long is that thing on sale for? I don't even remember, but it's almost like mini Mini versus the Mini Kraton versus the XRT now. You know what I mean? It's very tempting. The Fred says, man, I so many to make first runs. Look forward to busting them out. Definitely, the Fred. Definitely. Yeah, the weather sucks, man. Can't wait for spring and summer again. 70-degree weather is, in my opinion, is just perfect. 70 degrees, no wind. I could go for that every single day. That is for sure. Guniak says, finding you guys on here has given me hope for a hobby again. Hello, all the fanboy influencers are really making me want to puke. Hey, man, I appreciate that, Guniak. And hey, shout out to you too, man. I know you go live, and anybody else that goes live, the Fun Zone, Urban, all them guys, Daniel, Guniak, I said Guniak, HR. If I'm missing you, I truly, I know ICRC goes live as well. So, but no, that's what it's all about, man. It's just about having fun. I'm not trying to, I don't want it to feel like I'm trying to push anything. I'd like to show my honest opinion about things when I get them, as you guys know, and that's what it's all about. There's no reason to, if I like it, I'll tell you. If I don't like it, I'll tell you. It's just, it's all about this RC community that we have here. Is awesome, and I truly am thankful for you guys. I mean it. Yeah, I just can't thank you guys enough. R1 says, JB, I think till the end of the month, but not sure. Okay, I'll have to check that out, R1, but I appreciate that. Richard B says, Sebastian, take a look at the short videos of ARRMA I posted when you have time. I will make sure to do that. Richard B. I need to get like a little piece of paper here. I'm going to write it down here because I always forget, but there we go. I will make sure to check that out, Richard B. Thursday says, have you seen anyone actually get the mini crate up to 50 mile an hour? All the videos I've seen so far have topped out around 47. I haven't. I think 47, 48 is what I saw. Flyboy says, nope, I seen 48, not 50, though. Yes, sir. That is what I saw as well. Haywire, what's up? Haywire says, yo. Shout out to the 21 in the chat. Appreciate you joining, Haywire. Hopefully you're doing well. R1 says, Sebastian, I think the mini sale is till the end of the month. Really thinking about getting the orange mini XRT. That's the one I'm thinking about too, R1. R1 also says, Guniak, great comment. 100%. Appreciate all you guys. Everyone's talking to Haywire. Appreciate you joining. Yeah, we had a great live so far. Just checking out the mini Kraton and the mini Z, of course. And yeah. I have a bunch of videos to do. Spike says, does 48 and not 50 really matter? I don't think it's too big of a deal. But does the box say 50? Yeah, 50 plus. The box says 50 plus. We all know how Traxxas claim speed is, though. So no, I don't think it's 2 mile an hour. It ain't too big of a deal. But yeah, no. Haywire says, bringing the RC to a car wash is a hack. Hey, I would do that if I didn't have a power washer. Otherwise, I would. Richard B said, wait, what did I read? Haywire RC says, mini. Yes, sir. Mini crate and Haywire. We got her in the green. Richard B says, just a simple short video. Just had to post it because my son doesn't have anything on YouTube. Heck yeah, Richard B. Make sure if you guys haven't. Richard B, you could link the video or the short in the chat if you want to. If you can find it, that'd be cool. Make sure everyone checks that out. Turismo says, Spike, not at all. Once the RC drives well and fun. Yep. I would agree. I would agree with that one, Turismo. That's what it's all about. Hey, like you guys know, I don't do any speed runs. It's cool. I definitely think it's cool doing the speed runs, but I'll go out and run it. kind of like Spike says, my eyeballs tell me my speed. You know, it's cool seeing what they actually can do. Don't get me wrong, but I don't need to do it. It's just not my thing, I guess. But definitely cool with people that do it. So HR says downhill 55 miles. No kidding. Downhill? That's pretty good. Spike says my eyeballs tell me my speed. Turismo says that green really looks really good. Yeah, it does. The body, like I said, you can see the gloss there. See, this is all shiny and glossy, and then this is matte. So pretty cool. And then the clipless system, the button in the back, as you know, you lift the front up and slide out, and then the support, and then the matching green aluminum. The green aluminum is a little bit different. It's pretty loose on there. And then the bash bar is a little bit different, but yeah, it's cool, man. It's very cool. So you put the back in first, like so, and then clicker right in there. Easy. I'm loving the clipless stuff, man. Don't get me wrong. Some clipless bodies kind of suck to do, but pretty much, you know, you find that the unique quirks of how each body goes on. So, you know, they're not bad. They're not bad. The green looks really good. Rich B says thumbs up. Guniac says my speed runs are all airplanes. Gotta get the speedo thermometer in there to record speeds again. Heck yeah, Guniac. Richard B says, Bashin, you think about the link in here now? Yes, sir. You can post it in here, Richard B. Heck yeah. Nick T says they need to do their 6S clipless bodies like the minis. I agree. They're simple. The mini ones are definitely more simple. I would agree with that. Shout out to the 19 in chat. Appreciate all you guys. Been live for an hour and 17 minutes already. Truly can't thank you guys enough. Like I said, I mark my words, when we hit 2,000, we will be giving away an RC, and it's only for all you guys in the chat right now. We'll definitely be giving it to you. Last time, there we go. Make sure you guys have it. Check out Richard B. Shorts of the his new big 6S Kraton. But yeah, no, I lost my train of thought. Man, that's bad. I don't remember what I was talking about. Anyways, yeah, Flyboy says, Guniac, how fast you got on a plane? Yeah, we've been live for an hour and 18, so we'll be live for a little bit yet. K-Wire says my popcorn is done. We're talking about giving. Oh, jeepers, socks. Nick T says you're talking about giving me an RC. Oh, that's what it was. Oh, my bad. Yeah, that's what it was. Jeepers. Man, that's not good. But anyways, yeah, once we hit 2,000 subs, we'll be doing an RC giveaway. So definitely stay tuned for that. Richard B says there are probably be more better movies than this. No, that's awesome. It's cool, Richard B. I'm excited to watch it. I'm excited to watch that for sure. Guniac, my fastest plane to date was 178, but that was this pylon racer. Whoa, that's crazy. 178. That's awesome, Guniac. King D says, who has had the Red Cat Vigilante? Who all has the Red Cat Vigilante in here? I do not have the Vigilante. Spike says, gotta go. Sounds good, Spike. I'm not reading the last part, but appreciate you, Spike. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Appreciate you. Everyone's saying, peace out, Spike. All right, Haywire RC says, stretch. Oh, my gosh, guys. Come on now. Guniac says the regular birds are around 130 or 120 to 145. Wow. That's crazy. Prismo says, peace out, Spike. Peace out. Oh, man. We're one like away from 30. If you haven't hit that like button, guys, appreciate you all. Shout out to each and every one of you. I'm looking at the feed, and there's so many good videos out there. Yeah, you guys make such awesome videos. Flyboy05 says, "Wow, Guniac." Yeah, that's crazy. It's definitely crazy. Let's fire up this Mini Z. I'll turn some laps with the old Mini Z. Don't get me wrong, this thing is pretty slow, but it's pretty fun at the same time. I don't know why I pulled the body off. Makes a weird, I don't know why it makes that weird noise, but I like the bodies on these two. Oh, I didn't get it locked in there this time. R1 says 30. Yep, there it is. Yes, sir. We're actually at 31. Shout out to you guys, man. Let's go. I appreciate each and every one of you. I don't know. Hopefully, there you guys can kind of. Oh, let me get out of the way. See, it's not super fast, but they're pretty fun though. Yeah, they're not the fastest thing in the world, but they're fun, man. Heck yeah. Let's see here. Beadlock RC says switch accounts in 31. I appreciate that. Shout out to the 21 in the chat. Let's go. Turismo says, had a good time testing out my Gladiator SCX24 earlier this evening. I installed a new Metal Gear transmission in it. Nice, Turismo. Heck yeah. Mike Bird says, nice, Fred. Richard B says, has three short film with ARRMA V6, 2 with music, and 1 without. Heck yeah. Richard B, there's the link to Richard B's V6. Make sure you guys haven't checked that out. Turismo says it's all about that scale speed. R1 says nice to run inside when you do a thing outside for sure. You do a thing. Yeah, definitely, R1. Like I said, I'm thinking about getting the track. And I know they'd be faster on the foam track, but it's not really, I don't know if they're really made for carpet, but they're cool, man. 100%. Like, I think the all-wheel drive one would be even more insane. So, I don't know. It's definitely cool. Definitely not making any speed records, that's for sure. But Guniac says just got, he's going to drop one link of a Red Cat, or a recent, sorry, my bad. I butchered that comment. Just going to drop one link of a recent fast pass with my Hawk. This is about 120. Nice, Guniac. Heck yeah, make sure you guys have checked that out. I'll make sure to check that out after the live is done, Guniac. 120 is crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Richard B says, JustBashinit, thanks. Yes, sir, Richard B. Thank you. Highwire says, anyone got tips for popping popcorn? I have a lot of fun popcorn. Put it in the microwave longer. Oh, Haywire, you're too funny, man. Oh, man. You guys know when you have dogs, you know you have dogs and there's dog hair all over it. That is hilarious. Oh, I think I'm in the way. Where'd it go? There it is. Can you change the gearing on these or not? I don't even know. I'm assuming you probably can, but where's this? There, go more over here. Yeah, that's fun, man. It's very fun. Hey, Two Piece, what's up, Two Piece? Appreciate you joining. Says, what's up, boys? What's up, Two Piece? Appreciate you. Haywire says, if I do it longer, it burns. Well, at least you have your popcorn popped. You asked if you had any tips for popping popcorn. So, Richard B says, Sebastian, are you watching anything of the Winter Olympics? My country has won 33 medals so far. Wow, 33? That's awesome. I haven't watched I guess I've watched a little bit of it, but I haven't watched much. That's awesome. That's a lot. Shout out to the 22 in the chat. If you're just joining, welcome in. Guniac says the only thing about Mini Z's is, that they get super dusty. If they have some pretty fast brush motors, but the fastest are the brushless. But that is a ton of money. Nice. Yeah, how much the brushless systems get? I honestly don't even know. They're cool though. I'm excited to try it I might just break down and buy a track. So Mike Bird says Norway. Haywire says I haven't won a medal yet. I haven't won a medal yet. Thrizzle says, Haywire, add a little more oil and less heat if you're popping on the stovetop. Also shake them up with the cover to get the unpopped kernels moving. Richard B says they are now number 1 in all countries. Nice, Richard B. That Olympic stuff is cool. I could never be that good. Takes a lot of practice and training, though. Yes, anything you do takes. If you put a lot of time and if you put a lot of time and work into it, you can do good. That's just anything you do. So. Guniac says it has been a while. I haven't looked. They probably went up a little bit, I'm assuming. It's like everything else. 2-piece says, nice mini Kraton. Yes, sir, 2-piece. There she is. The green looks pretty good. Green shocks. Oop, blocking the green bash bar. Pretty sweet. Haywire says, thanks, Turismo. I was using a microwave, but we'll do stay at stovetop next time. Popcorn's pretty good, though. I will admit. Guniac says, you can get them really fast with some brush options and new gearing. My little Ferrari 599R was doing like 25. Dang, that's pretty good, Guniac. That's very good. The gearing, so you can change the gearing. How hard is it to change gearing in these things? I know it's just right here, but Whew. Turismo says, hey, Wire, no problem. 2-piece says, how much to run you? 3 something, I think. Nick T says, does the mini Kraton have foam in the tires? I believe it does. Yes. Yep. I can see it through the little. There's the tires are vented. So yeah, it definitely does. They're pretty stiff. Pretty sweet though. It definitely has some weight to it. It really. I mean, it's even with the battery, it's got even more weight. So it's definitely not a light mini. I mean, it's definitely cool though. Forgot about this thing. Let's see here. Cheryl says, well, I guess that's what I'm having for my late night snack tonight. Popcorn it is. Spike says, tried sending. Oh, no, Spike. Guess we'll. Spike, don't. I can't handle that, man. I can't. Shout out to Spike. No way. Spike said, tried sending 100 sale pending. Oh, no. You don't have to do that, Spike. I just appreciate you being here. I appreciate all you guys being here. You absolutely do not have to do that. But I can't thank you enough. But yeah, mini Z's. I think I don't know. Sounds like you guys. Would you be interested in seeing mini Z videos on the channel? Mini Z racing, I guess, but. Oh, yeah, that's right. 2-piece says, got my Shiro yesterday. Can't wait to bash it. When the snow's gone. Heck yeah. So, Shiro, I haven't ran mine yet, but Spike says my money. I appreciate you, Spike. I truly appreciate you. Peace, Spike. Richard B says it's negative 20 degrees below zero outside my house right now. Oof, man. Yeah, I'm over the negative temperatures. That's for sure. Uniac says Mini Z racing is fun to watch. It is. It is pretty cool. It definitely is cool. Mike Bird says, "Wow, Richard." That's crazy. That's definitely crazy. Whoop, whoop, what's going on? There we go. Shout out to the 32 likes. Let's go. You guys are awesome. We'll be live for a little bit yet, probably till about 8. What are we at? 8:43 my time. So we will hang out for a little bit yet. But anybody else got any RCing going on this weekend? Or King D says it's going to be 56 here in Virginia Saturday. Can't wait. Heck yeah, King D. What's everybody else's temp doing? Haywire says I tried 75, but it says card declined. You don't have to do that, Haywire. I just appreciate you being here. Shout out to the 22 in the chat. You guys are awesome. Turismo says, good Lord, Richard. Hope you have your parka. Mike Bird says, I hated my Norway training in the Marines. Very cold, that's for sure. Very, very cold. Anybody else getting any snow this weekend? I know HR said he's got some snow. Anybody else getting any snow or anyone getting good weather to run some RCs? Nick T says I'm getting snow Friday night. Yep, same here, Nick T. Well, Friday, tomorrow into Friday, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the old 2P says snowed all day today. Haywire says, yeah, Friday night too. Sounds like everybody's getting some snow. Richard B says it's warmer in the freezer than outside, LOL. Oh, man. Stay warm, Richard B. That's for sure. Definitely stay warm. Sorry about that, guys. We're back. Let's see here. Nick T says, Team Richard B. Haha. Trisno says, I'm just hoping it doesn't rain this weekend. I need my RC fix. Yes, sir. 2P says, do you think we are getting a mini Outcast next? I hope so. I sure hope so, because they have those tires on the website. They do have the Outcast tires on the website on Horizon. I forgot about the Mini Z. It comes with cones. Haywire says, once I left my sunroof open before. Oh, no. Yeah, that probably isn't good. I can already imagine where that's going. Mike Bird says, I hope so. Guniak says, I was watching some RC racing from Thailand this past weekend. Really good action here. Nice. To check that out, Guniak. What were they racing? Mike Bird says, definitely Ray. They're mad for it. Oh. Dang, they give you a lot of little cones for that Mini Z. Look at that. Stack of cones. Pretty cool. I don't know if I'll ever use them, but it's cool. Guniak says, on-road electrics. Nice. Very cool. Just put those back in here. Mini Z's definitely give you a pretty good manual as well. Let's see here. Where'd it go? Haywire says we need an RC. We need an RC Olympics. That would be cool. That'd be pretty sweet. Richard B says, just bash it. Nice car. Appreciate it, Richard B. Yeah, the 2 batteries are 2,000, so these should last pretty long. These actually fit in pretty good. About there, it's literally perfect for the tray. You have a little bit of room on the front, but and it's cool that they put the Kraton on the battery tray as well. So very cool. And I think if I remember correctly, you can actually run a individual receiver if you want to, and run a different remote, which is cool, instead of running the 2-in-1, which is neat that they did that. Richard B says, hit that like. Appreciate it, Richard B. Yes, sir. Hit that like if you have not. We are at 32 likes. Let's go, guys. Let's see here. R1 says T4G. I hope the snow melts soon. I have run an RC. I have run an RC for a month now. Oh man, I hear you. HR says, remember, we got the giveaway and the Mojave Challenge once the weather permits. Yes, sir. Our HR is giving away a Kraton XL. So make sure you guys check that out if you haven't. Make sure you guys go subscribe to each other. Check out each other's stuff as always. And, yeah, make sure you guys support each other. Guniak says, okay, got to get going, but glad to have made it here for a little bit. We'll try to join when I see you here live again. Sounds good, Guniak. Are you going live tonight? Send them your way. Appreciate you, Guniak. Turismo says, I hope Horizon Hobby has an Armageddon event this year. It looked like a great fun in 2024. It sure did. It looked very cool. Nick T says, HR, what's the Mojave Challenge? I think I missed it. We're going to do what are we going to do? A jump challenge with the Mojave. I think we're doing a jump challenge. I think that's what it was. Mike Bird says, do RC printed apart so he could use his strap instead of it on his Kraton. I don't know why. Shout out to Do RC. He makes some good videos, that's for sure. But I don't see for a reason why switching it up. I mean, yes, you have to run the batteries that fit, but I don't know. I like that it clips in, so very cool. 2P says ARRMA needs to drop a rally car. I'm telling you, they do. I've been trying to. I've said that so many times, and yeah, that'd be awesome. I think they can make a really cool one. Guniak says, yep, it's 7:30 p.m. Pacific. Nice. Mike Bird says, link, please. Turismo says, which Mojave? All versions? Yes, we'll do all. We'll just do all versions. Nick T says, is my 8S Mojave legal for the challenge? Yes, sir. King D says, now, well, I have to go before M comes fast. Sounds good. King D, appreciate you joining. Appreciate all of you guys. Yeah, if you're leaving, have a great night. We'll see you next time on the next video. I think on that note, we'll let's see here. A couple minutes yet, and then we're going to go ahead and end her. Shout out to the 16 you guys still in the chat. I appreciate you coming to join and checking out the mini Kraton. Definitely stay tuned for the video on that. I will make sure to share Guniak's live on my feed when I'm done here. Once I can go to my computer and do all that. So, but yeah, an hour and 40 minutes we're at. So, shout out to the 18 in the chat. We'll hang out here for a couple minutes yet. Wind her down. Anybody else has any other questions or anything they want to see? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Yeah, it's been a good life. I appreciate each and every one of you. Jump, whatever happens. Yes, sir, HR. Excited to see your giveaway. Once HR hits 1,000 subs, he's doing a giveaway. So stay tuned for that. All right, guys, I better head out actually. Yeah, but definitely, I as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Make sure you check out everyone else that goes live. Check out everyone's channels. I can't thank each and every one of you guys enough. You guys truly, I appreciate the support. James says, "What are your RC cleaning supplies?" Oh, great question, James. So if it's really dirty, I'll answer this question real fast. So for the if they're really dirty, I use a power washer. If it's like muddy and stuff, I'll clean them off. Yes, I don't like using the power washer, but other than that, I'll clean it off, blow it off with air, and then I'll use some shining stuff like Adams or something like that. But that's my routine. Just I think I made a cleaning video, so if you haven't checked that one out, James, but I definitely can do another one if I need to. But yeah, we'll go ahead and call it there. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Yep, everyone have a great night. God bless. I can't thank each and every one of you enough. You guys truly rock. Yeah, you guys are just awesome. So we'll definitely see you in the next video, the next live. You guys rock. Peace out. God bless. See you later.